Welcome, welcome. First things first. Yeah. Alright. Simple. Here's what it looks like. I set it on the far right side, that's why that looks so bad. But that's actually pretty lenient, pretty good one. C-up seems required. Diagonals, ESSs just don't seem to work out, unfortunately. Different bomb frame of note. And there we go. Alright, so a couple different things from the old setup as far as what it's going to look like. And then what it does, of course. So coming over from here, this part of the flower here, what I'm going to do is line the camera up with getting pointer. Should I just keep it out? I'm trying to make this a pretty good up and down line. Doesn't have to be perfect, I think. This should work. Now, where you fall and then re-grab the ledge is pretty lenient with this setup. You can be, I think this might work, or just slightly more to the left might work. Basically, if you can see just a smidge, not much, but just a smidge of the flower between Link's foot, left foot, and in the background of this case would be the stem. That should be fine, but this is so lenient that you don't want to just do that to yourself. Just understand that, you know, editing directly to the left of this would work basically. And I don't recall correct completely, but I think it goes out this far. I would test that first, but something like this should work entirely. So then if you don't know how to do this part, what you do, you just backwalk slowly off the ledge. Hold up when you do, release target in the air, and then you will re-catch the ledge. You will catch the ledge, and if you're not holding target, then Link's angle will snap to that other ledge. If you fail the target part, you can just keep retrying it until you get it. Alright, next part's simple. Dry roll 4 horizontal slashes, right to left. So you just tap B every time. And hopefully you don't just quick draw the sword like I did. Just as slow, doesn't really matter. Alright, next up is the C-up part. Now, to make the C-up part consistent, you do not simply press C-up. Pressing C-up is going to snap the camera to wherever Link's head is. So if he's facing to the right, the camera's gonna go to the right when you see up. If he's facing to the left, camera's gonna go to the left when you see up. So that's not good. So what you can do, a couple methods, but this seems to be the fastest. Just do a quick shield, and then shield crouch, and then just release the shield and see up right after, and then that's going to make the camera consistent for you. And then you don't have to worry about the Link's head bobbing left and right. As long as you know the visual cue for this frame, you'll be just fine. Alright, now what I am looking for. Okay, here we go. You got this line right here, and there's this little teeny tiny dot that barely shows up on in OBS. So this little dot, this line, you want the cursor, the top of the clock, to be in between these two. It's a little jank, obviously. We're going for something very specific, so like something like this should work. You can try to mess with this if you want, but this seems to be a good catch-all at the very least. So, we got the angle. Yes, C-up seems to be required simply because a lot of your diagonals and ESSs, they don't give a really good angle. At least not for a hold down setup, which is what I was going for. You could theoretically make one that holds down or down right or like right on specific frames, but this trick is already derpy, so for execution purposes I think hold down is best. Feel free to disagree and make your own setup though. Alright, so at this point we are lined up. We're going to shield turn, or if you really wanted to, you could pull the bomb and ESS down. It's really up to you. We're going to target and pull the bomb. Now, I'm looking for specifically not that frame. Great, now to get back in position. It's not the same bomb frame as before. Nice shielding. Oh yeah, a little quick note about the slashes. Don't do them too fast or else you're going to, even if you're shielding, what's going to happen is Link will do a triple combo slash and then that's going to mess up the positioning. Okay, back into position. Now, again, so up and up, down and up. It's just something I like to think about it, red being up. So colors going up and then back down for blue. So you want this, not this frame, not this frame, you want this frame. So it's the first frame that the bomb starts going towards the blue shade after being red. And then so it starts out as blue, if I recall correctly, goes up to red, goes down to blue, goes up to red again, goes down to blue again. Then the next time, the third slow flash, when it starts to go back up, that's when you want to start paying attention and get this frame. The first frame after the two bright red flashes on the third slow frame. Alright, you get this. You're going to hold down while targeting, of course, and then you're going to backwalk. Now you're going to backwalk to not this frame, but this frame. And what I look for in particular, see this line here? When that clearly intercedes and what would be like cutting this half if it were extended, the shadow of Link's shadow. So Link's shadow has a pretty clear border on with this line here on the flower. That's the correct frame. Oops. And so in this frame, you're just going to release down. Now you're gonna hold down for the rest of the trick, so don't release it. It worked one time. I dropped it for a frame by accident, but I wouldn't recommend it. Alright, so at this point, we're going to release target and just hold down. Link is going to jump. And we're going specifically for not this frame, so the bomb is still flashing. We're going for a specific dark blue frame with fast flashes. You can kind of tell what it is by Link's feet going to near like the top of the flower almost, it looks like. That's a pretty good way to tell in case you ever get confused on which flashes it is. But this right here is the fast flash that we want, the frame that we want. And if you're having difficulty with finding out what frame it is, just get a watch on your Y velocity and and you're going to do the inputs when Link's Y velocity is 1.5. Alright, now going to be doing this out of an on pause when you're in the game. So you're going to be holding target and shield on the next frame. Now you can hold shield on the unpause in the pause menu, and then that'll carry over to the when you unpause. If you do that for targeting, however, that will not work. You must tap target in the unpause lag. Just how it works. You can do shield in the pause menu and then target in the unpause menu in the unpause lag if you want. Or you can just do both in the unpause lag. It really doesn't matter. Just do the thing. So what that's going to do is shield drop the bomb immediately. And you have to target to shield drop the bombs. That's just how the game works. You can't drop things in the air without targeting. Just the mechanic of the game. And again, we're going to be holding down for the whole thing. So, shield, buffer, input, buffer the target input. There we go. I missed the target frame. Nice. I'm going to have to redo this. Great. Alright, let me get back to there. That's great. That is not the right. This makes for a good review, I suppose. Okay, let's try this again. Now, holding down, holding shield. There we go. That's what it's going to look like. And I targeted. All in the same frame. So, Link has dropped the bomb. Now we're just going to hold down and you don't really have to hold anything else. Down and B. B has to be, of course, done during the inputted during the unpause leg. So you can just mash B if you want, and boom, we are up there. Woohoo! All right. So another quick refresher. Had plenty of those recently. Make sure Link's foot is just barely over the flower. That should be great. The see-up might be more lenient than I'm giving it, saying it is, but I don't know. Way too early. One more. One more frame. And voila. That's 3 in a row. Just want to see how far I can go with it. Not necessarily the fastest setup, but I don't know if there will ever be the fastest setup. Ideal setup. I'm at 3 in a row now, right? Finally. Okay. Is that 3 or 4? I'll have to check the recording. Proof of concept to show that it is pretty lenient. The last setup I could barely get twice in a row even. It was pretty bad. It was just a proof of concept. Sorry, Benji. And I moved. And I wasn't paying attention at all to bomb frames. Alright, this might be it. And I missed it again. Okay. I'm cheating. This might be it. Hey, it still worked. What is that, 4 or 5? I don't know. Should count for 5. That should count for 2. Kappa. Oh, you... doesn't count. Woohoo. Whoop. Finally got a fail, but at least it was a half fail. Half success. Alright, that's all I got for you. Bye.